This is a very, very, very interesting article. If you value your firearm rights, if you value your freedom, if you don't want to become a slave, you ought to read this. I read this in the early 90s. Gun control, the Nazi connection. Startling evidence suggests that the Gun Control Act of 1968 was lifted almost in its entirety from Nazi legislation. The Nazi weapon law of 1938 compared side by side with the U.S. Gun Control Act of 1968. So anyway, seems that a former senator was a senior member of the U.S. team to help to prosecute Nazi war criminals in Nuremberg, Germany in 1945 and 46. That is when he probably found out about the Nazi weapon law. He may have gotten a copy of it then or at a later date. We cannot imagine why any U.S. lawmaker would want to own original text laws of Nazi laws. Find out his name, read on. It goes down through here and down through here and down through here. Yeah, when they passed those laws, they give the Nazi party a stranglehold on the Germans, many who did not support the Nazis. We found out that Nazis did not invent gun control in Germany. The Nazis inherited gun control and then perfected it and invented handgun control. Yeah, the 1928 law was enacted by a center-right, freely elected German government that wanted to curb gang activity, violent street fights between Nazi parties and Communist Party thugs. Yeah. Let's go down through here. They kept looking for this guy to find out his name and where he got it. Anyway, they got a break. They found a legal scholar, and he looked into this. He sent us an extract from the jury, the record of hearings held a few months before on the enactment of the Gun Control Act of 1968. In the end of 1968, the Senate subcommittee to investigate juvenile delinquent, chaired by Thomas Dodd, held hearings on the bill. Okay. So why did Dodd own the original German text of any German Nazi law? And why did he make it known that he owned it? The Library of Congress then still has it. The Library of Congress translator could easily have used the Library of Congress owned copy. Any member of Congress wanted to read the Nazi law, all you have to do is ask for it. Without access to Tom Dodd's personal papers archived under his hair controls, we can not offer any different answers. Why in the hell? The letter makes it public knowledge that by the end of June 1968, 4 months before the Gun Control Act of 1968 was enacted, Senator Thomas Dodd, now deceased, personally owned a copy of the original text of the German weapon law. I'll put a link to this stuff. I'm not going to run this thing forever and ever. You better read this. It'll wake you up to what the hell goes on in the United States of America. Okay, I'll put a link in there, guys. Go check this out. I should have put this up before, but I figured by now everybody had caught on and had found it, but apparently they haven't. So I'll get a copy of this, and I'll put it in the link.